Is that not a federal case, a United States?
You're asking me for legal advice. I'm not going to provide that to you, sir.
I'm just asking what.
He trying, man. He like, come on, judge, give me something that I can use against you later. Hey y'all, it's your girl J9 Eve, and our precious Darrell is back, and he says, because it's the state of Wisconsin against Darrell Brooks, he wants to call the state of Wisconsin to the stand to testify. Now, like as a person, Darrell would like this person whose name is the state of Wisconsin. You come up here and you talk, and this is where we're going with this, okay? So they're going to have to try to explain to him that the state of Wisconsin is not a human being. It is a state. Let's just hop on in and see what happens. What happens here?
Mr. Brooks, I'm reviewing this for completeness. And you have simply put on here, state of Wisconsin plaintiff. That's an entity. You have to name a person. Well, the date we would fill in. So I'll have it shown to the state, and they can let me know their position on that.
Any legal basis why that would not be accepted, Your Honor?
You have to have a person named, sir, so that they can come and testify. You only have an entity named.
Yeah.
Is it not true that under the Sixth Amendment I have the right to face my accuser?
Mr. Brooks, let me hear from the state.
Yes, Your Honor. And she's like, I don't even know how to, I'm not sure how to even attempt to explain this to him. You guys try it.
I agree with the court's assessment. The subpoena does not state a person. The subpoena form specifically indicates that the person requesting the subpoena is to indicate the witness's name and address. Mr. Brooks has simply written the word state of Wisconsin plaintiff for the witness name. The state of Wisconsin is an entity. It's not a person. The state of Wisconsin cannot testify at these proceedings, so the subpoena should be rejected, Your Honor.
Your Honor, on the grounds that
what are the grounds?
Every document that was filed in this matter stated that the state of Wisconsin was the plaintiff, which would lead me to believe that the state of Wisconsin is who's bringing the claim against my client.
What, my client? Look, what's so funny? My client, you, Darrell, you. But what's so funny is that if you want the whole state of Wisconsin to come up there and tell you about yourself, Darrell, I promise you, you'd have no issues with every single person in Wisconsin showing up and crowding inside that room on top of each other so that they could get a shot at you, okay? Clearly that, I mean, just, yeah, come on. I mean, if they were to be able to make that happen, it still would be not in your favor. Like, you don't even want what you're asking for, is what I'm telling you, okay? He's so grasping at not even straws, man. Like, this ain't even straws you're grasping for. Oh, my God.
How could they not be subpoenaed to testify if they're the plaintiff?
Oh, my God.
And under the Sixth Amendment, I have the right to face my accuser. My accuser.
Yeah. Jackson's not here anymore. You ran over him. That's one of your accusers. But the dancing granny, not here. Okay? Like, your accusers are gone because you ran them over. The rest of them in the hospital. Okay? Darrell. I want my accuser to come up here and look me in the eye and tell me that they want me underneath of this here prison. I demand my justice. Oh my God.
In this matter is the plaintiff, which is the state of Wisconsin. Attorney Opper also brought up that it didn't have an address on there. None of my subpoenas had addresses, as we went on the record, and that was stated that a lot of the paperwork that I have don't have a lot of the people's addresses on there, and those subpoenas were accepted. So I don't see the difference with this subpoena not being accepted for the reasons that Attorney Opper just stated.
Well, I think he, did he make a point? Still don't matter, Daryl. Get underneath of this here prison. I don't care. That's my response. That's going to be my response. So, come on, Judge. What do you got?
Mr. Brooks, in relation to that subpoena, based upon my review for completeness, this court would note you have not named a person, you've named an entity, and the subpoena will be kept on file as part of the court record, but I'm not going to require the state of Wisconsin to testify in this case because they are an entity and you have not named a person.
Are they not, or are they not the plaintiff, Your Honor?
They are the plaintiff in this case, sir.
And why are they not able to testify, being that they...
Sir, you've named an entity, not a person. People are called to the witness stand to testify. You have had an opportunity to cross-examine every single person who has been called by the state to testify in this trial. I believe that your Sixth Amendment rights have been complied with.
Not if I'm not allowed to face my accuser, Your Honor. My accuser in this matter would be the state of Wisconsin. And with all due respect...
I believe your Sixth Amendment rights in that regard have been complied with.
I'm requesting a written judicial finding of fact and conclusion of law on this issue for the grounds that I just stated. It was seen, based on the Sixth Amendment, that I'm not being awarded the chance to face my accuser, which I should be awarded that.
I'm sorry, but that ain't fucking true. You definitely face them when they all come in there and read their little witness statements and stuff. When they all come in there and read those things and tell you about how you ruined their whole lives, okay? That was you facing your accusers. Oh my gosh. Ugh. If the world, oh my God, I just can't. I can't with you, Daryl. I just can't with you. It's Friday. I just can't.
That based on the Sixth Amendment, if I'm not able to face my accuser, then how can a claim even stand? How can a claim be brought against my client if I'm not able to face the accuser?
Stop looking directly at the camera. Why is you... He keeps looking directly at the camera. Why?
So this case is a criminal case in a court of competent jurisdiction in the state of Wisconsin, Waukesha County. This case was initiated initially by the filing of a criminal complaint. Then there was a preliminary hearing where probable cause was found. After that point, there was an information that was filed.
Tell us the steps.
At some point, an amended complaint, perhaps even a second amended complaint, was filed as well, putting you on notice of the charges and the factual basis for those charges, along with the statutes that are alleged to have been violated.
Yes.
I'm not going to explain any further why you can't call the state of Wisconsin in the way that you've subpoenaed them or attempted to subpoena them.
Because if you too dumb to understand that you can't call the whole state, and if you did call the whole state, all they would do is scoot your little ass underneath the prison a little bit faster. Like, if you made it there. If the whole state of Wisconsin showed up, you wouldn't make it out of there, sir. You don't want what you asking for, Daryl. You don't want what you asking for.
Reasons I've already stated. I understand where you might disagree with the court's ruling.
That's right.
But my ruling stands.
On to
and I'm not requiring the plaintiff in this case to serve that subpoena in any way for the defects I've already noted.
May I state for the record?
And I'm also not going to issue a written decision on that. The record speaks for itself.
May I state for the record, Your Honor, that I have not even seen a complaint in this matter, and the jurisdiction still has yet to be proven, which is another thing that needs to be challenged. There has not been proven that there's subject matter jurisdiction as of yet. There's no verified.
Did it not happen there? I mean, what the fuck is you talking? What is up with you and your jurisdiction? What did it happen across state lines or something? You're like, it was on the other side of the line. It did not count. Oh my God, Daryl. Oh my
proof
God,
of
it was
it.
so
There's
weird.
no verified proof of even a claim, especially if I'm not
like this.
allowed to face my accuser. And I don't understand.
Oh, you gonna face him?
How you can make that judicial decision, Your Honor, when it's clear discrepancies in
what?
the paperwork of this matter. Like I said, I have yet to see
oh my God,
jurisdiction be proven. It has not been proven. I have yet to see a complaint. I have not seen that.
The court has provided you with, I believe it was the second amended criminal complaint, along with the information that was provided to you previously and noted on the record. I've already addressed your motion to dismiss previously. I'm not going to revisit that. There's no legal basis requiring me to do that, sir. The plaintiff in this matter
is the whole world.
Has presented witnesses to establish venue. And again,
it feels more like it's the earth versus Daryl. Okay. Planet Earth versus Darrell Brooks. That's what it feels like at this point. I mean, I ain't found nobody on your side yet. And you know people love to be controversial. I ain't run into somebody who was pro Daryl yet. Okay.
And as I've noted previously, it's a criminal case with criminal charges, with a second amended criminal complaint detailing the factual basis upon which these charges are based. We're a notice pleading state.
What she said.
And along with the information, you have been made aware of all of the charges and the penalties you face and the factual basis upon which the state has brought these charges. We are in the middle of trial. Your objections are noted. We will continue today with the jury trial.
For the record, may I respectfully move for interlocutory declaratory appeal on this matter, Your Honor?
Your request is noted for the record. I'm not an appellate court, sir.
For the record, may I move to...
Oh my God. You can move your hairline back to where it started. You can do that. Oh, you can't? Then shut up. There you go. He's just gonna go from thing to thing. He literally, I think he just has a list of number one, number two, number three, number four. He's just gonna work his way through that until he passes 1,000 years, where then he can call time served. Because remember, that's the goal.
To stay these proceedings until this instant matter is adjudicated by a court of competent jurisdiction.
The request is denied.
Based on what law or fact, Your Honor?
Mine.
I've previously addressed the issue, sir.
My law and fact.
Based on law of the case.
Are you making a judicial determination?
Yeah, because I'm a judge.
That I'm not awarded my Sixth Amendment right to face my accuser?
I'm not making any such determination here today. All right.
What law or fact?
I'm going to turn to the district attorney's office. Do you have a witness available?
Yes, we're ready to proceed, Your Honor.
All right, our jurors here.
This had to be the most
brought out, sir. I'm
gonna tell you this. This had to be the most complicated thing in the world, because he literally was just like, he just would just start. I'm sure he just starts talking while they're talking to the witnesses. Like he just starts talking, and ain't nothing they can do about it. Like, the most that they can do is put him out into the other room. Like, that's what they can do. And then he come back and talk about, I don't understand though. You know, I cannot consent because I don't understand. You gonna understand something where your cell is. You understand that. You gonna understand that you are so far under the prison that you can't stand. Gravity don't affect you down there, apparently. Darrell, oh my God, just pass on. Like, just go. Just go. Just go. Just go. Oh my God.
Your Honor, with all due respect for the record, you're avoiding my questions.
Oh my God. Him and his all due respect.
I've addressed the issues that need to be addressed this morning. I've also addressed the same issues probably every day we've been in court. I know you may be dissatisfied with the response that I'm providing to you, but my responses stand.
It's not a dissatisfaction, Your Honor. It's a lack of understanding, which I don't have. I don't even understand the true nature and cause of the charges. And without...
Please ask him what he means by that, because it's so weird to hear him say it. Like, I don't understand why y'all even mad at me. I don't... What did I do? I don't even know what I did, ma'am. I just was walking down the street. Then I was driving down the street. And then there was people flying. And then I was here. I don't understand how I got here. Is that what you mean when you say that? The nature of my crimes or my charges? This dude is cold as ice. Do you hear me?
You've been made aware of them multiple times.
I do not understand them, is what I'm saying.
Encourage you once again, if you don't understand it.
That's why you should have kept your lawyer. So shut up. This is what it is. Go in there and read something. You thought you was going to be so good at your job. You was like, how they do, lawyers. Y'all think y'all fancy because y'all went to school and read books and shit. But I am the smartest man on the planet. And I can do it myself. Your Honor, I don't understand what all these words are. What is this law that you speak of? I am unfamiliar with this.
Anything to seek the advice of an attorney. I cannot give you legal advice.
I'm not asking for that, Your Honor.
Yes, you are. Oh, you liar.
I'm really asking why are my constitutional rights being prejudiced?
Oh, my God. Why
the states under the 6th.
Hold up. Why are my constitutional rights being prejudiced? Well, I don't know. Maybe they don't like you either. Your constitutional rights are being prejudiced against you? Oh, geez. Even they don't like you, Darrell. Like, nothing likes you, okay? Not even inanimate objects. Even the coffee pot turns his nose up when you show up.
This amendment that I have the
Sir,
right.
I've already addressed this. Okay. We're not going to have any further argument on this topic.
Talk to yourself, bro.
Right. Your Sixth Amendment rights are being honored.
You just making
no differently than any other defendant that has appeared in my court.
Have any other defendant not been awarded the opportunity to face their accuser?
You are facing your accuser, sir. Every single witness who's been on this stand, you have cross-examined.
None of those witnesses are making a claim. None of those witnesses are the plaintiff. None of those witnesses are identified as the injured party. An injured party has to make the claim, Your Honor. A living.
Sir, it's my opinion that your belief as it relates to that is mistaken. It's
Indeed.
Not a lawful.
Yeah, it is my understanding, Mr. Brooks, Mr. Darrell, Mr. Asshole, that you are stupid, and that is why you are confused. If you were not so stupid, you would understand. Court adjourned.
Argument, and it's frivolous. I direct your attention once again to the Beneby decision.
Is that not a federal case, a United States?
You're asking me for legal advice. I'm not going to provide that to you, sir.
I'm just asking what.
He trying, man. He like, come on, Judge. Give me something that I can use against you later. Tell me something so I can throw it up in your face. You know our routine. This is the dance we do. Oh my God. She ain't falling for that shit. She like, fuck you, bro. I ain't telling you shit.
What kind of case it was? Was it federal Supreme Court case?
It's a 7th Circuit Court of Appeals case. We're in the 7th Circuit, sir.
But you just stated that you're not a court of appeals. But you're citing a court of appeals case.
No, but Court of Appeals case law applies to this court, sir. I'm bound by legal precedent from the various courts that are above me.
And you're still not explaining how I'm not able to face my accuser, which is my 6th Amendment constitutional right.
Sir,
Hey, you know who would be able to explain that to you, Darrell? Y'all guess. Y'all guess what the answer is? Your lawyer. That's your lawyer would have been able to explain that to you. You'd have been like, wait, well, don't I get to like face my accuser? How can my accuser be the whole state of Wisconsin? How do I face that? I'm supposed to be able to face that, right? And then you would look at your attorney and he would say, oh, good question, Darrell. Here, let me explain that to you. But no, you were smart enough. Figure it out. Figure it out on your own. When you laying in your cell, much like this, staring up at that ceiling that you seem to be in love with and just have this passionate relationship with, because you always looking in the eyes of the ceiling. You and this popcorn ceiling, like just staring up at it. Hey, you. Did you miss me? See you tonight. You know, that's your life. That is your life. Thank goodness.
I can explain the law to you. I've made my decision. It stands.
I'm telling you shit.
I'm not arguing that part of it, Your Honor. I'm just merely stating for the record.
Yeah, I heard the door. Okay, thank you.
I'm merely stating for the record that I should be awarded my 6th Amendment right to face my accuser.
Your objection is noted, sir, once again.
Now shut the hell up.
We'll continue this morning. Thank you.
None of the witnesses
Escort
that
him out of
testify
there.
are the accuser. None of the witnesses that testify are the injured party, which a claim has to be made by a living, breathing human being.
Sir, I think you're confusing civil law with criminal law.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, look. That's right. Look at the camera. See, look. Caught him looking at the camera. I tell you, he does this thing. He looks at the camera. He looks directly at the camera. He does it throughout the trial. It's like, I don't know what triggers him to do it, like vanity. I don't know what it is, but he just like, you know, like the dude, like the guy from The Office, like Jim from The Office. You know, he would turn and look at the camera, like, oh my God, Darrell.
I'm not confusing any law. The Constitution says that I have the right to face my accuser. And under the 6th Amendment, I'm not being...
You look at the news. There, you just faced your accuser. I wish that he could get what he's asking for. Like, I wish that the whole state of Wisconsin could just show up and just start just pumping into this courtroom and watch his eyes turn, like, as he knows that he's about to be ended, because ain't no way in the world they're gonna let him out of there. Oh my God, he'd end up underneath the prison in another way, honey. They would take him right on off this here planet. Just remove you completely, sir. Play too much.
Being awarded that constitutional right. I think that
oh my God,
definitely needs to be on record.
That's that, you know, that's that thing. It's like America is like, in comparison to like other countries and stuff, you know, it's got its benefits for sure. But you know, it's always little pieces of shit like this just floating around, just just like they are the worst of the worst, and they do the worst of the worst, and they don't care about anything but themselves. And they do it because of what they think, like, because they know it's like certain things that won't happen to them here. You know what I mean? Like he did all that shit. And now he's in here preaching about his rights, which is just by itself infuriating. Like, listening to you talk about your rights. In your mind, you had the right to drive into a fucking parade and run over a bunch of children and old people. That was your right too. In your mind, that was your right. And now this is your right. And now that's your right. And you're going to have the right to bend over and just take it when you get where you're going. Okay? Just know this. The other inmates are going to have their rights too. And their rights is going to be you. You going to be their right. I have my rights. Come here, Daryl. Welcome to the real world, baby.
Record, and that definitely is an issue that needs
Your
to be
judgment's
raised.
noted, sir. If you believe I've erred in that regard, you can raise that issue on appeal if you are convicted.
May I put Your Honor on notice that I intend to appeal that?
Oh my God, Daryl, you don't have to tell her every time you're going to appeal something. You know the only reason he tells her, he doesn't say it so it'll be noted, because it doesn't need to be noted. He can appeal whatever he wants to appeal, right? He does it to be like, it's almost like a, well, I'm gonna tell on you. Like like, oh, you gonna do this? Well, guess what? I'm gonna tell on you. That's why he says it. He's supposed to make her, he hopes that it would make her be like, well, what do you want to do that for? But she's like, look, I don't care what you do when you get out of here. I'm just trying to get you the fuck out of here.
Decision.
Your statement's noted for the record.
He need a muzzle bad. Go ahead, move on to your next
Is that a judicial determination I will not be able to face my accuser, Your Honor?
I have not made any such determination, sir.
God.
Will you be making a judicial determination?
Sir, I have not made any kind of...
He literally is just repeating himself. Oh my God, this poor lady. Like, I couldn't do it. I'm gonna tell you right now, some people just ain't made for certain things, and I'm not made for this. Like, I probably been through the gavel. It's the real shit. At some point during all this, I definitely would have at one point if they just removed me after that. I would have threw the gavel. I'd have threw the gavel right at him. Like, I wouldn't have been able to not do it. Like, I don't like, oh no, I might have to hit you with this gavel. You are inoperative, honey. You need to be rebooted. Come here.
Determination that your Sixth Amendment rights have been violated. On the contrary, I believe this court has honored those rights.
Even with me not being able to face my accuser, which is the state of
Yes.
Wisconsin.
Position is noted, sir.
Is
It's
that a
noted for the
judicial?
record. I've already addressed it.
Is that a judicial determination?
Sir, the record speaks for itself.
Is that a judicial determination?
All right, I believe the jurors are coming out. All rise, please.
To you, Daryl, I hope that you are as uncomfortable as you are every night. I hope that every night just gets even if in the tiniest little bit, just a little bit more uncomfortable for you, because, you know, would make me happy and a whole lot of other people happy. And it's the only thing that makes it seem like there's justice in the world, is the idea of you being as uncomfortable as humanly possible, just on edge at all times. Nervous for a living. That's your new job. Nervous. That's it. That's what I need from you. Other than that, y'all behave, because you already know I'm not gonna do it. I just can't. It ain't in me. Mama love you.